everybody, welcome to our Expanding Asana challenge this month. So it's expanding asana in a few sense of the word. Not only are we going to be building on our flow sequence with one new asana or pose every day, but we're also going to be focusing on expanding asana, so we will open up the heart and we'll also ground ourselves throughout this busy time. So as I said, we will start with one asana, one posture, and then build up until a complete flow at the end of our 30 days. So the first couple days it's going to be a little, might seem a little easy, but stick with it and we will build up, and it will definitely challenge you by the end. So it will also challenge you at the beginning when you have to be mindful, especially today. Well, every day we will start with this, like all of my yoga practices start with focusing on breathing. So let's go ahead and get started. So find yourself in a comfortable position, legs crossed, however it's comfortable for you. We'll just rest our hands on our thighs and we're going to spend a few moments. Your eyes can be opened or closed, and we're just going to focus on our breath. We're going to breathe in and out through our nose. And as we inhale, we want to lengthen the torso, lift up the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, relax the shoulders away from our ears. So this is a mindful practice, in that we just want to focus on the breath, quiet the mind, prepare our body for today's practice. I want to gently tuck the chin in towards the chest. Really helps elongate the neck. It also helps us to find our ujjayi breath. We'll begin to feel the breath and hear the breath in the back of our throat. As we inhale, we feel the belly expand. As the lungs expand, the belly comes forward. As we exhale and squeeze the diaphragm, the belly comes in towards the spine. Wonderful. From here, we're going to add in some arm movement. So you can keep your eyes closed, or you can open them up. We're going to raise the arms out to the sides, shoulder level. On the inhales, I want you to reach up, lengthen through the fingers, keep the shoulders relaxed, and on your exhales, bring the arms down. So you're just going with your own breath, flowing at the speed of your own breath. Inhales reaching up, exhales reaching down. Keep the spine elongated, reach through the fingertips, create length in the body. Still using the breath to warm up the body and to center yourself. So begin to feel that warmth in the upper half of the body, lengthen through the spine, reach through the fingers, and exhale, bring the arms maybe a little bit lower. And the next time we bring them down, let's brush the fingers against the floor. Still relax the shoulders. Inhale, reaching up. Next time I want you to inhale, reach the arms up, and we're going to keep them up like that. I want you to lengthen through the fingers, lengthen the torso, relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen through the tips of the fingers, and on the exhale you're going to rotate from the waist and just come into a mild twist over to your right. And inhale, come back to center, lengthen, and on the exhale, rotate to your left. Again, come back to center. So you're moving at your own breath. You might not be moving with me. If at any time the shoulders feel too much pressure, you can bring the hands to heart center and do the same thing. We want to keep the hips square to the floor. So even as we twist, if you feel one hip come up, draw it down and then twist from the waist. Good. Come come back to center and release the hands down by your hips. We're going to walk the right hand behind the back, left hand outside of the right thigh, and come into a twist here. But first we're going to lengthen through the spine. Exhale and twist. Wring out the tension here that's in the lower back. Your gaze can be out to the side or to the back over the right shoulder. And then come back to center, and we'll do the other side. So reach the left hand back, right hand outside of the knee. Inhale, lengthen through your torso, and exhale, twist. We'll do one more time on each side. Come back to center, reach back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Especially as we warm up, I want you to focus on moving at your own breath. So here we're spending a few breaths in each pose, in each side, but it's up to you. You don't have to stay with me here if you want to spend a little time in one posture a little bit longer, that's fine. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, twist, wring out the space, and come back to center. Next, we're going to come into cat and cow pose. So to set up for that, we're going to come onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So the tops of the feet are down on the mat. The abs are engaged. You're drawing the navel in towards the spine. And for cow, we're going to inhale, open up the chest, round the belly down towards the floor. And then as we exhale, we're going to arch the back, coming into cat. Rounding the spine, tucking the chin and hips in towards each other. Inhale, into cow. So we're lengthening the spine here, opening up the chest forward, opening up the eyes up, and drawing the belly button down towards the mat. As we exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin and hips in, round the spine. We want to look like that black cat on Halloween. You're going to bend the elbows in between the two postures, and again, you're flowing at your own pace. So find that breath and move with your breath. Still breathing in and out through the nose. Come to a neutral spine, draw the belly button in towards the spine, and we're going to do a little bit of a spinal balance here. So you're going to release the left hand, reach it forward, and release the right foot and draw it back. So we have a straight line from the fingers all the way back to the heel. Draw the belly button in, exhale, release, and other side, right hand, left foot. The foot is flexed, the toes are pointed down towards the floor. And release. One more time on each side. Reach. The eyes are down in between the hands, if both hands were down on the mat. So right next to the thumbs where the gaze is. And one more time, and we're just going to add a curl. So inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl elbow to knee underneath the belly button. Hold. Inhale, reach. Warming up the core already here, bring it down. Other side, reach. Exhale, curl elbow to knee underneath the belly button. And inhale, reach. And lower it down. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under. Draw the hips up to the sky. Come into down dog. So we have a nice down dog. Straight line from the wrists all the way up to the hips. If you need to bend the knees to make that happen, that's fine. We're all going to bend the knees here. We're going to walk the dog. So press the left heel down, bend the right knee. And press the right heel down, bend the left knee. And walk back and forth between those two. So we're getting a nice warming up of the backs of the legs, the hamstrings. And then come to a neutral down dog. Draw the hips up, draw the heels down. Bend the knees deep down towards the mat and try and keep the glutes lifted. And we're going to walk the hands, walk the feet up towards the hands, up to hip width apart and come into a forward fold here at the front of the mat.
Now if your hamstrings are tight, you can keep that bend in the knees. We're going to spend a few breaths here. On the inhales, draw the hips up a little bit higher. Maybe take some of that bend out of the knees. On the exhale, draw the chest in towards the thighs and the crown of the head down towards the floor. So we use this pose here to create length in both halves of the body. Still breathing, use that calm breath in and out through the nose.